Yo, this is Mr. O, and today we're going to learn about triangle inequality theorem. What's the meaning of this? What's the point of this one? There are times that we think that triangles, as long as you have three sides, it's a triangle. You have three vertices and three sides, it's a triangle. Not only that one, there's a special case about it. Because there are cases that the triangle might be three sides. Maybe I have a 10 here, a 15 here, and a 1 here. Is that enough for you to triangle? No, it's not enough because you can't close it. Or you can have too long. I have a 400 here, I have a 10 here, and a 15. There should be a definition or a theorem that supports when can we have a triangle if we're given three sides. And here we go. If the sum of the two smaller side of a triangle is greater than the third side, then it formed a triangle. Determine if the following side length could form a triangle. Prove your answer. So what are the two shorter side here? The two shorter side here will be 8 and 17. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to find the sum by adding them, and it has to be bigger than the third side. 8 plus 17 is 25. Is that bigger than 24? Yes, so that will work. So here is a yes. Number 2, 3, 3, 7. 3 plus 3, the two shorter side are 3, greater than 7. 3 plus 3 is 6, greater than 7. That's not bigger than 7, so it's a no here. Number 3, the two shorter side is 25 and 12. 25 plus 12, would that be bigger than 35? 25 plus 12 is 37, greater than 35. And yes, 37 is bigger, so the answer here is yes. How do you find the range, because you cannot just have it by adding them in greater than the third side. There should be a range wherein you can figure out the range of what could be the third side. Given two sides of a triangle, you can settle the inequality using the sum and difference to show the range of possible length for third side. And here's the formula to know. The third side must be bigger than the difference. The difference means that you subtract the two side length, whatever the difference, it has to be bigger, or it has to be smaller than the third side. And it has to be greater than the sum. Means that you're going to add them, and it has to be less than the x, the third side. Okay, that's the formula. That's have to remember that. Again, one more time, you're going to subtract them, and you're going to add them. So here I have 14 and 22. You're going to subtract 22 by 14. 22 minus 14, and that will give you 8. And you're going to add them, 22 plus 14, that will give you 36. So the range has to be between 8 to 36. So you write it as x is greater than 8 but less than 36. That's the inequality. Okay, it cannot be equal to 8, can't be equal to 36. It has to be bigger than 8 or less than 36. Okay, next, number 10. So we're going to subtract them, 31 minus 28, 31 plus 28. That will give us 3 here, and this will give us 59. So it has to be between 3 and 59. Next, 3 and 11. So you're going to subtract 11 and 3. 11 plus 3 here. That will give you 8 and 14. So the value of x, the third side, has to be bigger than 8 and less than 14. That's the inequality there. 19 and 45. It has to be between 19 and 45. So 45 minus 19 and 45 plus 19 here. That will give you how much is 26. And 45 plus 19 will give us 64. So it has to be x must be bigger than 26, but less than 64. There you go. Okay. Now let's find the ordering of the angle. The angles of a triangle can be put in order by comparing the sides. The smallest angle, okay, the smallest angle should matches or opposite to the shortest side. The largest angle is always opposite to the longest side. Means say the longest side here is 13. So that means angle B should be the largest angle here. And the shortest side here is 7. So that means angle A will be the angles, smallest angle, I mean. So if we write the order of the angles ABC from least to greatest, I'm going to start with angle A, then angle C, then angle B. Order the angles measured from least to greatest here. So what's the shortest side? The shortest side here is 17, so I know it's angle M. The next one is 20, so it's going to be angle P. And the longest side here is 24, which is going to be angle N. Easy, right? The shortest side here is 30, so you know it's angle T. The next one is 35, so it's angle R. And the next one there will be, the 30 is the longest there, so it's going to be angle S. Ordering the side, in terms of the sides of a triangle can be put in order by completing the angles. So the smallest side will always be opposite to the smallest angle. The largest side is always opposite to the largest angle. So in this case here, we know a triangle, based on a triangle sum theorem, that the angles are equal to 180. 42 plus 103, and what's angle F there? That will be 35. And since we know that the smallest angle there is 35, so this is the opposite side here, so ED. And the next one there, 42 and 103, obviously. 43 is the next one there. The opposite here is DF. And the last of being said, the one with the largest angle. So this will be the longest side here, which is EF. Simple, right? All right, next. 21. Order the side length from least to greatest. So the least here is this 31, that's 57. 57 plus 31. That will give you 88. Subtract by 180, that will give you 92. Since you're doing it from least to largest, so the smallest angle here is 31. So the side over here will be KL. The next one here is 57. So the opposite is JK. And obviously the longest one there will be JL. That's the order from least to greatest. Next, if this is 68, that's 53. So 68 plus 53 plus 121 subtracted from 180, that gives us 59. So in other words, the smallest angle is 53 here. So this is the side ST. The next one there is 59, so it will be SV. And 68 is the largest angle, so TV is the longest side. Okay, very simple. Okay, last one here, number 24. I have here a 90, 44 here, so this should be a complementary 41. So the shortest angle there, the smallest angle is 41, so this is shortest side, BD. And the next one there is 44, so this will be DE. And the hypotenuse, or happen to be the one opposite the 90, is the longest side, so that's going to be BE. And there you have it. Now, the hinge theorem. If two sides of a triangle are congruent to two sides of another triangle, and the included angle of the first is larger than the included angle of the second, then the side opposite the angle of the first triangle is larger than the opposite side opposite the angle of the second triangle. So I mean to say, if BA is congruent to ED, AC is congruent to DF, and let's say A is 100 degrees, D is only 70 degrees. We know that measurement A is greater than the measurement of D. So therefore, the opposite to 100 degrees BC, the opposite to D is EF. So I know that BC is greater than, no. BC is greater than EF. Okay? Remember, this 100 degrees This is only 70. Which one do you think will be longer? The BC, because that's a larger angle. The converse of that one is the opposite. Means say if you know that this one is 20, that's 10, and they are congruent here, respectively. So you know that BC is much bigger than EF. So their opposite angle, the opposite of 20 is A, the opposite of EF, which is 10, is D. So therefore, the measurement of angle A is greater than the measurement of angle D. Kaboom. So let's compare the sides and the angles filling by the blank with the greater than, less than symbols. So KL, I see that these two here are equal, these two here are equal respectively. And I can see that this is 79 and that's 74. So obviously J is bigger than that, but the opposite of 79 is KL. The opposite of 74 is PM. We know that KL is greater than PM. AD and BC, so we're comparing these sides here. We know that this is equal to itself. This is 24, that's 24. So the opposite to 59 is AD. The opposite to 65 is BC. It's obvious that this is longer because it's 65 is bigger than 59. So this is less than. WX is blank with XY. There is 32 here. 32. I have a triangle here. I can see that there's a triangle here, right? So therefore, this is 32 plus 93. That will give me 125. Subtract that from 180 will give me 55 here. So we know that this is equal to itself, and that's 3. That's 3 there. So 55 is opposite to XY. And 53 here, angle WZX is opposite to this side here. So therefore, WX is smaller than XY. So XY is longer. Okay. Last one here. So PQ and PS are being compared. These two are congruent. This is equal to itself. If that's 83, remember this is supplementary because they form a linear pair. So 180 minus 83 is 97. So this one here is 97. So that being said, that this is longer than that one. So QP is greater than PS.